Okay, hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is July 7th, Sunday, 2024. Excuse me! What? Do not climb on that, please. Okay? Thank you. So, yes, you can take them. That's it, only... Okay, that's it. Okay. So, before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. So, I have a short of the day, which is what I started to do, like just a card for the day. And, like a little mini reading earlier, alright? So, like I said, I was trying to be more active on my channel. So if you haven't watched those, definitely go give them a watch. Right, but aside from that, I appreciate everyone who's been supporting my channel. It means a lot. You know, it just feels good to know that you have support. You know, it's amazing. So thank you, everyone. So aside from that, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. All right. Give me 1 second, hold on. Alright, so you're gonna have to forgive me because I have like a bit of a sinus infection. It is hay season, so gotta love hay season. Alright. So I'm gonna start pulling some cards. Boy. I'm going to start off with this deck. Also, it's so funny because I think it was yesterday's reading where I was talking about how, like, if you don't get the necessary rest that your body needs, your body will make sure that you get that rest, right? And, so I feel like, sometimes it's good to take your own advice, you know? Because, you know, if you don't, your body will find a way. So, I also feel like because it's like summer, there's like so much to get done and like so many things that you want to do, and right, it's like, why not? It's like we have all the time in the world, why not? Right? But at the same time, we have to remember that we are operating and experiencing through our human physical form. And unfortunately, it needs rest, hydration, nutrients, to be nurtured, right? So you gotta rest when you need to rest, right? So here we are. Grief, upright. How odd. This is definitely not the collective. What would you have to be grieving about, collective? It doesn't seem like you're in mourning, because this is really giving me like mourning. So there could be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh my gosh, I'm getting 10 of Pentacles. Alright. You gotta give me a second. Alright, so there could be a group of people mourning a loss. Alright, these group of people could be in your family. Alright, for a lot of you, it could just be a mixture. It'll be people in your family, with some people in your neighborhood, some people at your job, some people at your business, some people in your environment, whatever. It's a group of people, and for a lot of you, some of your family members are in this group. There's a group of people mourning a loss, but it's interesting though, because you're not mourning anything, not that I'm aware of, collective. It doesn't seem like it's coming from you. So this could be, someone could have passed away, and this passing is affecting a lot of people, or this passing will affect a lot of people, because whoever is passing away, it's happening. I keep sorry. Yeah. I keep getting it's a child. And I know it's very grim to say, but I keep getting this feeling that, and I hope this is not true, that there's a child or someone younger than you that's passing away. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know who, I don't know when. I'm also getting that these are parents. The parents of this child are in most mourning, obviously, because they're the parents. But at the same time, I'm getting the feeling that their mourning is an act. Like it's not exactly real. That's very, very dark, I know. But that's what's coming up. Oh, I gotta blow my nose. Hold on, sorry. Alright? And I'm getting the feeling that, like, because they're being watched by other people, they have to be like, you know, like, it's very dark. I haven't had a dark reading in a while, which I'm grateful for, you know. I really only like readings where I feel like I have to like solve the problem. I feel like those are the best ones for me, but there's something about these lights too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 17 lights around this little baby bird. You see, there's a little baby bird. And then these would be like the parents. And then this is like more of the community. I feel like whatever happened to this child, there's light being shown on this child. Or like whatever happened. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so whatever happened, I'm gonna put a trigger. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna put a trigger warning in the beginning of this, like in the top of the video, so like no one's like shocked. All right, but I'm getting that with all these lights around this little baby bird who is not exactly like breathing. Right, trigger warning. I probably should have said that in the beginning. But there's lights being shown. Oh my gosh, I just saw a bunch of like police officers and flashlights around dirt. You know how like, wow, this is a really dark reading. Well, I mean, I guess it might be illuminating, right? If it's about searching for a person that is unalive. So the circumstances are dark, but the fact that, you know, this is coming to light, so that's good. They should come to light, right? I just saw 956. Someone could have, alright. Someone could have tried to like frame you for this passing of child, right? This was actually done by the parents or someone close to them, and they just wanted to put this on you, but I'm not going to get into that part, because what I really want to tell you is that, you know how like in TVs and movies, when they're like, oh, we found it, right? And there's like all the police officers and the dogs, and like they have all the flashlights, and all the flashlights are shining on like a pile of dirt or something like that. That's what I just saw. Something is being unearthed, uncovered, right? And there's like a lot of lights being shown on this. And I feel like whoever was trying to keep this particular situation like not just figuratively but literally buried, they were trying to like hide their involvement in this by implicating you in however this happened. But obviously, you know, this has nothing to do with the collective. So whatever is going on, there's something bad that happened is being revealed, and like I guess the true culprits are being shown. I keep getting it's two parents of a child. You know, it could have been neglect. They could have neglected this child, and something happened to the child, and then whatever they did, whatever, and but then they try to implicate you as if you were the culprit of whatever happened to the child. But now everything is being unearthed and uncovered, and all the lights are being shown. And these two parents, they have to put on an act, not just for the community, but for the family, for the police, and all that stuff. You know, like, what was me? We have no idea. What was me? You know, blah, blah, blah. But it was really them all along. These parents could be a man and a woman, right? It's not a man. It's not a woman. It is a man and a woman. A heterosexual couple. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to, like, be prejudiced or anything. I'm just saying in this particular reading, it's one man, one woman, right? This is their biological child that they created together. Oh my god, I need more tea. All right. My child. All right, let's move on. How grim. Wow. Oh my god. It's crazy because I did a reading earlier today and I was like fine, aside from like being hot and like sweaty and things like that. But it's also like the most I've been outside all season, so like the hay season doesn't affect me. Baby, okay, I'll be right back, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Alright, one thing I wanted to say too is that the only reason, what I'm getting is that the only reason why it got to this point with their child, the whole neglect thing, is because this couple, this mother and this father, they were too busy trying to like play games with each other. I'm getting they were just focused on not putting their child first. They were just focusing on like one-upping the other, playing games with the other. It's like they were each other's enemies, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, these are not good people, obviously, right? But it's like when they're like each other's enemy, right? But when it came to this situation, they made a mutual agreement that they would not go down, that they would rather have someone else go down. And so I picked up this reading like a year and a half ago where I talked about how there was like this couple that they don't even like each other, but that they're like stuck together because of something, like they made like a pact, right? They don't like each other, there's no love for each other, but because of something bad that they did together, they made like a mutual agreement to like, well, if you don't tell, I don't tell kind of thing, right? And on top of that, they made a mutual agreement to like try to pin this on somebody else. So it could be like somebody in the collective, like you. So, like I said, they don't care for each other, right? They're each other's enemies. But when it came to this particular situation, they made a mutual agreement to try and pin this on you because they would rather not face jail or prison or whatever the case, the repercussions of this, the passing of this, you know, is. I also, I know in some states too, here's the thing too, right? In some states, when you're married, legally married, right? You are not forced to, hold on. You're not legally required to testify against your spouse. You don't have to, right? So I feel like in that situation, that's why they thought that this would work out for them, because they're married. Oh, wow, they could be a married couple, right? So they're married. They did this bad thing, and they wouldn't have to testify against each other. So that would be another easy thing for them to do if they would just pin this on somebody else, because in this situation, they have each other's backs, right? But outside of this particular situation, they are each other's worst enemy. They're like growling rabid dogs towards each other. They don't like each other. They don't respect each other. They don't love each other. Nothing. They nothing to each other. All right. All right. Let's move on. I wanted to get that out there. Yeah, I'm gonna put a trigger warning at the top of this video when I post it, because pretty dark. So that's what it was. Because I was picking up on this storyline for like a year and a half, right? In my readings about this couple, this particular couple. But I couldn't figure out exactly what it is that they were trying to frame you for. What it is that they had both agreed on to put on you. And it's this, the passing of a child. Their child. They want to make you responsible for this. They want to make you responsible for their own neglect, their own child neglect. They have no one to blame but themselves, but they wanted to put the blame on you. That's crazy too. Alright, let me get oh my god, my throat is so dry. I should get more tea. Is that it? Oh. Mischief and the reverse. So yeah, these people cannot bring this to your doorstep. They cannot bother you with this. And I know that sounds like very low to say, but this is not something, I feel like they were too comfortable trying to bring this to someone else's doorstep, trying to frame someone else for this, trying to set someone else for this, for their wrongdoing. I felt like they were too comfortable in doing this. And they cannot do this, right? And now it's gotten to the point where it's too late. I feel like for a very long time, they were trying to set you up for this, right? But the time has run out. They can no longer set you up for this, because now it's gotten to the point where it's being uncovered. And it literally has their fingerprints on it. Not only that, but it's their child, right? Their fingerprints, their DNA, it just shows that they are the ones responsible. They needed to have you in a predicament where all evidence will lead to you, right? But with Mischief and Reverse, I feel like they were trying their hardest to bring this to your doorstep, and it just, God wasn't letting that happen, because God's like, you're not about to frame my collective for something they have. This has nothing to do with them, right? That's crazy. Mischief Reverse. And I also feel like what they thought, they could have thought that their plan was very smart, very clever, right? And that may have been so. And they thought they were so clever that they could have, it was like easy to do this to you, right? With these crows and this cat. But at the end of the day, you are this cat. You're more intuitive, more tapped in. You're more connected. Cats are also able to like walk between worlds. You ever seen Coraline? You ever seen Coraline and like the black cat? First of all, fun fact, actually, that black cat is not in the book, right? The black cat is not in the book. YB is not in the book. Okay? And some other things are not in the book, but whatever. I think it was the eyes. In the movie, she had to find their eyes. But in the book, it was something else that she had to find. I think it was like their souls. Because in the movie, they're like, our eyes, miss. You have to find our eyes. So this married couple could have lost their sense of sight by trying to bother you and bring this to you and have you implicated in their crime. But because you are this cat, and cats are like, they hunt birds, right? Cats just like, these birds are nothing to a cat. So I was gonna say, like in the movie Coraline, the black cat, right? He's able to like, there's this one scene, I mean he does it a couple times, but the one scene that I'm seeing is like he walks to like the post of a mailbox and like he disappears. And that's like showing how like he's able to like walk through the worlds and things like that, right? So you are this cat, and these birds thought that they could bother you, but you eat those, right? You literally hunt down birds. A bunch of birds thought that they could like mess with you and bother you and bring this crazy thing to your doorstep that has nothing to do with you. That's crazy. Alright, what else? I think that's it, right? Oh, yeah, with the mailbox. You could have gotten a message to stay away from this couple. So, here's the thing, right? I had a dream one time, and in the dream, this was like years ago. In the dream, it was I was observing or watching a conversation happening between a man and a woman. They were married, right, in the dream, and in real life. I don't know about now, but this was a real married couple that I had this dream of. And in the dream, the woman was telling the man, because I guess the man was trying to like coax the wife or convince the wife that he was her ally or he was on her side or whatever, right? But the wife was not convinced. This is in my dream. The wife was not convinced, right, that he was her ally. And the wife said, if you really are my ally, go bring so-and-so. And that's when they said my name. Go bring so-and-so, bring her here and unalive her in front of me. I had that dream, right? And I woke up, I was like, what the heck, blah, blah. And then like a day or two later, the man came to my door, but before he came to my door, I had a bunch of bells ringing in my ear that something was coming, to be on alert. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm ready. Sure enough, you know, a day or two later, like that man came to my door and like all the bells ringing, blah, 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 whatever, right? So it's very interesting. So that's why I'm only telling you that dream. That's not the first time I had a dream like that about people. And then like a day or two later, the very thing that I saw in my dream, comes to pass. And that's why I'm just like, right? This happens all the time. So anyways, the only reason why I'm saying that is because with the mailbox and the cat being able to walk between worlds, because in one of the scenes, the cat was able to walk through like the post of a mailbox. So you could have gotten a message or like a download or I don't know, whatever, right, from God. You could have gotten like a warning from God to push away, stay away from these people, this person, this situation, whatever it is, right? You got a message from that, and that's why they were unable to bring this to your doorstep, right? So for some of you, that could be an analogy of trying to unalive your reputation, unalive your life by putting you behind bars, or figuratively unalive you, right? But when God showed me that message, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's a reason why I'm being shown this, right? And sure enough, like 1 or 2 days later, the man came to my house, and he was, with every fiber of his being, I'm telling you, I've never seen anybody try to convince somebody else so hard. With every fiber of his being, he was trying to convince me to go to his house because he had to talk to me. And then every fiber in my being, down to the bottom of my toes, to the tip of my hair, God was telling me, do not go. We already showed you why. I'm getting goosebumps. Do not go. All right? Do not go with that man. Do not so I did everything I could to just like have the conversation outside and like the moment pass and blah, 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 right? But I'm telling you, God be working in mysterious ways, and he will protect his chosen ones. All right? So I thank God every day for that, right? And then for the other one that I got, and then the other warning I got, and then the other warning I got. It's just like, when you listen, you'll know the warnings, right? God will tell you the warnings, all right? So I feel like if this is resonating with you, then you got a message to, like, beforehand, right? But this is exactly why they could bring this to your doorstep with Mischief in reverse, right? So that's that, really. Look, play on the bottom of the deck. This is you, right? Because they couldn't bring this to your doorstep, and the reason why they were trying to do this, right? But God had and has other plans for you. You're supposed to be in this playful energy, enjoying life, being free, right? Just your energy is just, oh my God, I keep burping. Being cleansed and pure and all that stuff, right? If I could tell you the stories and the situations that I have been, you know, privy of, it's crazy. All right? It's crazy. So at this point, it's like, I don't even know, but and if you're a karmic, right, and you're watching this video and you're wondering, has she ever had a dream about me? I probably have, right? Most likely. My dreams, they tell me who's who, what's what. And that's God talking to me, right? All right. How many? Oh, 28 minutes, not bad. All right. Let me get a couple of these, and then I'm going to jump into some tarot. The letter T. Time is up for these people to cause mischief in your life. Excuse me! Because I know she's playing with the fan. So yeah, the letter T could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial name of a word or a place. But I feel like time is up for these people to bring the mischief that they were trying to get you involved in to your doorstep, right? So now, I feel like they wanted to play the part of grieving parents who were done wrong. But now, they have the great honor of being shown as, you know, the neglectful parents that did wrong. So that's that. Oh my God, I feel like my face is like puffy or something. I mean, oh, that's good. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh wow, congratulations, you leveled up. And then it says listen with your third eye behind that. I don't know if you can see that because of my lighting. Right. I gotta rewrite that one. I'll put that to the side so I can rewrite it. But then it says listen with your third eye. So you do be listening when you gotta be listening. You listen. The letter T, listen with your third eye. So because you've listened with your third eye, one thing that sucks about hay fever season is the itchiness. So because you've been listening with your third eye, this has allowed you to be in this playful energy and level up accordingly to your timeline, right, with the letter T. Because I feel like whatever was going on, their plan was to disrupt your timeline and bring you down, so that way they can kind of oh my god, I'm getting like Doctor Who now, like weeping angels. It's like an exchange of energy, or like an exchange of destiny, right? It's like, instead of giving up whatever time that they have for this awful thing that they did, they were going to pin it on you, and then you would go down, and all the time that you had left in your life, your freedom, your future, that's gone, and then it would be like exchanged and given to them, and then in return they get to live out the rest of their life unbothered and with freedom, right? It was like an exchange. And the reason why I say weeping angels is because in Doctor Who, what a weeping angel does is that they will, let's say, I don't know, they'll send you back in time, and whatever time you would have lived out in the present moment, they feed off of that energy, right? It's just an exchange of energy. And so, like, let's say they send you back to like 1945, right? So then you would live up to, let's say you're like, this is 2024, right? And they send you back in 1945. So from 1945, you would end up passing away in 2024, and whatever life that you would have lived from 2024 onwards, that's the energy that they can keep for themselves. Right? That's how weeping angels work, right? So essentially, these are like people that were trying to like pin something on you so that way they can have that exchange of freedom, but they ran out of time doing that. This is a very, very wicked reading, very wicked couple, very wicked scenario. You know, my condolences to that precious child, but unfortunately, collective, this has nothing to do with you, and it's not your child, it's not your future, and it's not for you to be involved in, right? But unfortunately, they try to involve you in their crime. But because you listen to your third eye, you get to level up. I really got to rewrite that, right? And because you did listen to your third eye, you leveled up. So, and the more you kept leveling up and leveling up and leveling up, it was like getting harder and harder and harder for this married couple to pin this thing on you, right? Oh, I just saw a couple's face plastered on the 5 o'clock news or something like that. So you're going to be seeing their faces on like some news or whatever. Oh my goodness. The power is in your heart. Do you know how loved you are? And that's exactly why God kept warning you. God kept protecting you from this. Because you're God's baby. There's no way God's going to have this done to his precious child, that being you. You've got things to do, right? You've got things to do with this special heart of yours. You've got a purpose. You've got work to do. You've got goals to achieve. You got plans to, you know, create and work on. You don't have time for this, right? So that's why God was just like, here's a warning, here's a warning, here's a warning, here's a warning, right? Every single time. I kid you not. God just be doling out warnings. Alright, let me get like 2 more and then I'm going to close the reading. Attacking your solar plexus chakra. Wow, yeah. They were hoping that by being able to pin this on you, you would not be able to go through with your purpose in life, go through with your timeline. Because it says your solar plexus chakra is in your stomach, right? And when it's unblocked, you're able to step into your personal power, your intellectual abilities, you're able to convey wisdom, generate ideas and plans into reality, how you manifest, and your purpose, right? You're living out your purpose. So they were basically trying to make sure that you wouldn't live out your purpose. You wouldn't live out your timeline. But you have a purpose, right? You're supposed to do something. And one of my last readings, I think it was yesterday, I talked about how you're supposed to be one of the greats. This was basically supposed to stop you from that, but God's like, no, here's a warning. You got things to do. You cannot be bogged down by this. As much of a tragedy this is, and yes, this is, right? Again, this has nothing to do with you. You already have a purpose. I feel like these people, this married couple, they were trying to they may not have been aware, I don't know what, but they thought that they can mess with your timeline, and God's like, no. And then when your solar plexus is blocked, you're very gassy, nauseous, you have respiratory problems, you have nerve pain, and you tend to have poor digestion. Alright? So they were trying to block you from being able to manifest, be in this playful energy, connect with the Most High, get these messages, level up, listen with your third eye, and be in your purpose. Secret pregnancy is on the bottom of the deck. So you could be manifesting something right now, bringing that into fruition. What that is, I'm not going to say that because, it says secret pregnancy. So who am I to say that out loud, right? Oh, alright, so I'm going to get a couple more cards in tarot, and then I will close the reading. Observation reverse on the bottom of the deck. It could be these people. I'm also getting that's also with you. In the beginning, you may have not been able to observe this married couple for who they are and what they were trying to do, right? Until you got this warning from God. It was a warning that you could not ignore, right? But once you got that, that's when everything started falling into place, and that's when the gears started turning, the wheel, your wheel of fortune started turning, right? It's once you how do I say this? So it's you're making the connections and then making the realizations, and that dusty wheel of fortune started cranking, and now it's spinning. Right? So yeah. How grim, right? This is very grim. Eight of Cups. Yeah. You definitely... Eight of Cups. Yeah. You definitely walked away from a situation in time, is also what I'm hearing with the letter T, right? You walked away in time from this group, this community, this environment, this situation, just in time. And... I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Excuse me. Right? You walked away just in time. Right? And that's when you walked away, that was a very moment that it kind of screwed everything up for everybody. It's kind of it was the moment where everything just blew up in their face. And they can't go back in time. You're long past this particular timeline. All because you decided to walk away when you were being told to walk away. You see that moon? And that sun? What's really big? It's like a moon, but it does look like the sun and the moon together. Right? But I kept getting this one particular phrase that I've been repeating a lot lately, where the universe has been conspiring for you, for your benefit. Right? It's been conspiring against your enemies for your benefit. And it's it got to the point where your angels, your ancestors, your spirits, and the universe, and the cosmos, and God, the Most High, they're open your eyes! And you're oh, okay. Right? So. Oh yeah, look at this dove on the corner, on the top of the cane right here. Yeah. So, you were being led to walk away. I know this is a side note and it may not even be important, but I'm only saying this for a very specific reason, and that reason is going to come up in time. But that man and the married couple that was also part of trying to set you up, he has a very sick and twisted obsession with you, collective. If you're the divine feminine that I'm talking to, he has a very sick and twisted obsession with you, all right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's going to come up again in due time. And that's really irritates the wife, right? Oh my gosh, my nose. 7 of Pentacles reversed, yeah. You were being told to not invest in this situation, not invest in this group, not invest in these friends. These were not your friends, right? I also feel like they did not want you to invest in this playful energy. Don't invest in yourself. Don't invest in your freedom. Don't pour into yourself. I'm also getting that because they tried to pin something on you, it just, first of all, what they did was horrible, right? So that's one. There's also something about counts, like 1 count, 2 count, 3 count, like charges, like multiple racking up charges, right? There's something like 1st degree, 2nd degree, things like that. But I also feel like tampering with evidence. What is that? Framing, right? Attempts to frame or something like that. That's also, so like I said, what they did was horrible. But on top of that, they tried to like also pin multiple things on you as well. That's just adding up to their charges. So they thought that they were winning by doing this, but it was actually like the worst thing that they could actually do. And God's going to make sure of that, right? The court system's going to make sure of that. The law, the judge, society, the environment, they're going to make sure of that. Like, that's crazy. You really tried to pin something that you did horrible on an innocent. You tried to pin something that you did that was horrible to a little innocent on a big innocent person. That's crazy, right? Oh my goodness. Come on, Eileen. Oh my gosh. I did a reading yesterday where I was talking about that song, Come on, Eileen. Right? Alright. I'm missing something with the 7 of Pentacles reverse, but I'm going to get that in a second. You got to give me a minute. What time is it? Alright. Ah! 2 of Cups reverse, Queen of Wands upright. Yeah. So I feel like you are this Queen of Wands upright. You broke off a partnership with these people. You're not working with these people. You're not friends with these people. You're not in a relationship of any kind. You're not, if these are coworkers, you're not working with them. So you walked away from them. You were being led away from this group, this people, this married couple, this whatever dynamic it was. You were being led away from this, right? And when you leveled, oh my gosh, when you walked away, you leveled up and became the Queen of Wands. And that puts you in a different timeline. Because at that point, now you're confident enough, ambitious enough, energetic enough, and that's bringing out like your youth, your glory, and your feminine prowess, your independence, your freedom, your intuition, all that stuff, right? Your fierceness. And that puts you in a position where you know, with the Two of Cups reversed, who not to work with. And these people, the more that you were realizing this about yourself, the harder it is for them to bring this mischief to you. Because at that point, you're in a different timeline than them. You are now in a different bracket than them. Alright? You leveled up. And also, you have no business being around people like this anyways. I gotta get something for that Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I had a dream, right? I talked about this dream too. Not the first one that I just talked about, but the second one. And you know what? I'm not gonna say it. Okay, yeah. High Priestess reverse, Two of Pentacles reverse. So this could be the woman, the wife. High Priestess reverse, Two of Pentacles reverse. So if this was brought up, like if this was her idea, because in the dream that I had, she said, if you really are my ally, to the husband, she said to him, if you really are my ally, bring so-and-so, my name, bring so-and-so here and unalive her in front of me, right? So I'm getting that the woman in this dynamic was a High Priestess in reverse and Two of Pentacles reverse. I feel like she's going crazy because whatever she was trying to do, it just did not work out. It's just like she keeps trying to make something work, and it's just coming out as a Seven of Pentacles reverse. Her investments are not panning out, right? And with the High Priestess in reverse, she doesn't know why, she doesn't know how. And also I feel like if this is some weird thing about competition, a High Priestess in reverse cannot compete with the Queen of Wands upright. And it's driving her crazy with the Two of Pentacles reversed. It's leaving her like imbalanced financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, of all things, mentally imbalanced. All right, it's not sitting well with her because nothing. Every time she tries to do something to you, it's just not working out. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. She's not getting anything out of this because you are still in this playful energy. And I told you there was something missing with that Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Like there's another reason why it kept coming out, and this is why. Because every time she tries to do something, invest into something to mess with your playful, manifesting, pregnant, purposeful energy, it's not working out. It's not happening. And now I'm hearing fire, police officers outside. So you have protection around you, like around the clock. All right, you got angels around you and things like that. The Fool reverse, yeah. Hi, my love.
Hi.
You okay? Can I have a kiss?
I'm hungry.
Okay. All right, so this is a reading. Oh yeah, with the Fool reverse. Yeah, this was just the dumbest thing that they could have ever done. Right now, what happened is a tragedy. But to go a step further and pin this tragedy on a chosen one, Queen of Wands, who knows what's what, who's leveled up, walking in her purpose, and who listens with her third eye, like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, that's impossible. The Fool reverse, Seven of Pentacles reverse. Oh, I'm hearing Seven of Cups reverse. Oh, so yeah, so this High Priestess is in reverse. She's definitely delusional. Definitely delusional. I'm getting the neglect more so came from this high priestess and revert karmic feminine, karmic mother. I'm getting that's where the neglect came from. And she was trying to like convince the husband, the masculine, to do this to pin this on you, because she didn't want to go down, and in her mind, if she went down, he was going to go down. But in order for them to not go down, it would be easier for them to pin this on you, and they wouldn't have to testify against each other because they're spouses. And legally, you do not have to testify against your spouse, right? And here's the thing. If it was the three of you in a room, the both of them can testify against you and say, well, we saw her, we saw him with our own eyes, do so-and-so, give so-and-so, feed so-and-so, whatever, right? But God told you, don't go at this place at this time, because it would be their word against yours. And they can be each other's witnesses, despite the fact that they are each other's enemies. But when it comes to this, they're saving each other from going down. And it didn't work. Alright? That's what really happened. That's crazy. Alright, my love, I'm done, okay?
I like my ice cream.
Oh, that's why you're hungry, because you want ice cream. You know, toddlers are so clever. You give them dinner, you give them milk, you give them juice, water. But at the end of the day, they're like, no, I'm hungry, right? And then you give them everything. They're like, no. Because what they really want is a snack. Granted, I'm going to give her the snack anyways, right? Because she's my precious angel, but that's that. Anyway, so this is a reading. If you need a personal reading, please don't hesitate to email me. Thank you for all the support and the love I've been giving on my channel, or being shown on my channel. I really appreciate that. I hope these readings help you. They definitely help me. You know, and my goal is to really like help bring clarity and guidance. And you know, I feel like tarot can also be very therapeutic too, because it forces things to come out that sometimes people don't want to come out. That's really why people are scared of tarot, because it just really brings out things that people keep hidden, right? And a lot of the times people don't want that to be revealed, but you know, it's gonna come out somehow, some way. Anyways, bye.